everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's the Packers going up against the Bears. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And we say hi again, one and all. Brandon Gaudin here as we count you down to kickoff. And I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And, Charles, I know even a former defensive back like you can admire some of the receivers in the game today. And Larry showed us a couple that are very likely to stand out in this one.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to admit that I actually admire receivers. But with their acrobatics, with their speed, with their moxie, and the way they go up and get the football, they can change the outcome of a game in an instant.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former #2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards.
I like that about Trubisky. Has him calm in the pocket, some good presence despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career and an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Here's carry #1 for Jordan Howard. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down, here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clinton Dix has always had excellent ball skills as a free safety coming out of Alabama, but where I think he's made his best improvement as a run defender. Takes better angles to the ball, tackles better, but has not lost those ball skills that I talked about. 5 interceptions in 2016 and went to his first Pro Bowl in his hometown of Orlando.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Barth now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading them out, there's Brett Hundley, third-year quarterback out of UCLA.
Began his NFL career sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for 2 seasons in Green Bay. But guess what? Aaron Rodgers did the exact same thing sitting behind Brett Favre. Maybe Brett Hundley had the same type of luck with his career as it turned out for Aaron Rodgers.
That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. Throwing, Hundley. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in a Philly uniform, long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing. And Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo. Jimmy Garoppolo did not play with San Francisco. We'll find out when they both will get on the field. And how about the Saints and the Cardinals? Because remember, the Adrian Peterson trade, I think it benefited both teams.
Yeah, AP went over 100 yards. Kamara and Ingram, they've really settled in as well. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On first down, they run with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McBride. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Wiggles free. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Eight yards to go here on second down.
Touching now, Barney.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Barth puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. Set to return. This is Jeff Janis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Prince Amukamara was signed as a free agent from Jacksonville because of what Chicago has to deal with in their own division. When you think of the NFC North, you think of Green Bay and Detroit and their ability to throw the ball all over the field with big, fast, shifty receivers, and you can never have enough guys to try and cover them.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set. Green 39.
On second down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1 quarter in the books. 10-zip our score, and we're back at Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's McBride. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Green 39.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he comes back with 1 complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A give left side to Howard. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, here we go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Barthon for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Barth now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, this seems like a good time to make a quick pivot here. Go back to Week 9 of the NFL, because there were some pretty big milestones that were passed.
Can we start with a kicker? Because we're going
Adam Vinatieri.
Look, Adam Vinatieri to me is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, what he's accomplished here, now he's in sole possession, 2nd place in the league's all-time scoring list with 2,442 points. Needs 103 more. We're chased down the Hall of Famer, Morton Anderson.
And yet Eli go over 50K passing yards. Jameis over 10K, second youngest to do that. And then Larry Fitzgerald, what did he do?
Yeah, and the win against the 49ers moved into 6th place all-time in receiving yards, passing Hall of Famer Tim Brown. How about Larry Fitz?
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Nelson's got it here right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Hundley. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Howard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out comes Ty Montgomery and the rest of his offensive mates to take over. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. Throwing, Hundley. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This one fielded at the 5. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 56 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Barth for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Barth now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Nelson left side. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it's second down. And guess what? That incompletion gives me a chance to ask you who your MVP is in the NFL right now. Who are you going with?
Well, there's so many different choices, right? Tom Brady's a perennial, and you can never go wrong with him, and he's still rallying New England.
He's got too many trophies.
Oh,
Give me somebody else.
Look at you. You can't ding him for that. But listen, to me it comes down to Carson Wentz in Philadelphia having an extraordinary second season, and what Alex Smith is doing in Kansas City cannot be overestimated right now. And I'm going to go with Alex Smith because head-to-head, his Kansas City Chiefs beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's true. If the Eagles, though, 8-1 right now, should be interesting to watch the rest of the way.
Sounds like you're making a case for Carson Wentz.
I am. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bears are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Packers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. Here the catch is made way downfield, and he'll end up at the 20-yard line before being tackled. Bears later on the drive, they'll look to the end zone here, and that goes as an 18-yard touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Now early in the second, on the carry, there goes Tariq Cohen, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. The lead now at 17. Now 1st and 10, Howard's got nothing but space here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Bears lead balloons to 21.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out is Brett Hundley and the rest of the offense as they'll take over here. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Gun. They'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll set up a throw, letting one go deep for the touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 26 yards, and the Packers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
handoff. This is Howard. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run.
What's left? What's left? Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Push it back. Push it back. Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A give to Howard. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Running with Howard. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go play action. Trubisky. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And here we go on 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. A great move by Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the penalty, Montgomery trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Hundley. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On now is the Packers punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, the Bears break through and they block it. And they are going to take possession of the football.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Barth now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Barth now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go!
Throwing, Hundley. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Howard. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They run with Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They run. This is Cohen, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pernell McPhee from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Again, this is Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On now is the Packers punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Oh, shifty. Whoa. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now Trubisky to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And Barth puts it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Here we go now.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Now let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.